Hello, this is Bill Meridian, once again, Planetary Stock Trading 8 from the Planetary Stock Trading channel. I do have another channel, Mastering Geopolitical Prediction, based on my new book. It's about mundane astrology. But let's go back to stocks. The title of this presentation is Buy Sbux, S-B-U-X. This is the Starbucks first trade chart. You see the midheaven in Taurus, the ascendant in Leo, the sun is at 5 Cancer, conjunct Venus. But let's go down to the action. They report after the close today, January 24th. Now here is a transit scan, transit to natal, for the Starbucks first trade chart. And what do we see on January 24th today is transiting Jupiter contraparallel the midheaven of the progressed chart. TR.SE means transit to secondary progressed, for those of you who do not have solar fire. This is bullish for two reasons. We're employing Jandro's notion of time orb. I'll explain it again. But Jupiter contraparallel the midheaven dominates what's happening today for this entity. So if it were a person, it would be a very good day career-wise. And as you know, if you've read the book or heard these presentations before, the midheaven is the single most important point in the chart when earnings are reported. Next to that would be the sun. So here we have Jupiter contraparallel the midheaven today, exactly on the day that they are reporting their earnings. This, on a scale of 10, is worth an 11. It's as though you're walking down the street and you find you're not having a particularly good time of it, and you find $100 bill, and suddenly, your only thought is, oh, lucky me, I've got $100. You look up, you look down, you don't see anybody, finders keepers, so you put it in your pocket. It's similar to that. I mean, the stock could be in a downtrend, and it gets a positive earnings report. It could pop up for one day. And let me also add, the other important point about time orb is there are no other offsetting negative transits or progressions that I can find anyway, unless I missed one, which is possible, so that this positive aspect will have full effect. It will not be offset or negated by anything such as, let's say, Saturn transiting over the ascendant, or Saturn opposite the progressed sun, or Pluto opposite the converse progressed midheaven. I checked the natal chart, the converse progressed, and I don't see anything that will offset that. So we're using Jandro's concept of time orb. Jupiter is contraparallel the progressed midheaven, and here we see the progressed chart for today with 11 Gemini 17 on the MC. Now this is the Starbucks price graph. In the first strip you see the open, high, low, close price. The second one, the blue line, is a momentum indicator, and the third one, which is most important, is the green line. That is the relative strength to the NASDAQ 100, and you'll notice that this stock had outperformed beginning in January 2016 and ending in November 2018. When a long relative strength line is broken to the upside like this, it usually means there's a period of outperformance coming. In other words, it will do better than the NASDAQ 100. So if the NASDAQ 100 goes down 10%, Starbucks may only go down 1%. I think the NASDAQ is headed higher over the short term, so I'm not too concerned about that. So I wanted to say there is some technical justification for owning the stock. And you'll note back up at the top strip, it broke out of a formation. Now that is a rectangle, and the bottom of that rectangle is around 58. The top is around 65. That's about 17, let's say 15 to 17 points. And technical lore would say that when it breaks out, you add 15 to 17 to the breakout point, which is 65. So let's say the stock should go to 80, 82. It broke out. It did unfortunately pull back and broke through the line, but it's been righting itself, getting back above the line. So this is a bit of a sloppy formation. But I do expect them to report an earnings surprise. Yesterday, we had IBM, which was up 9%. Now, IBM was very powerfully aspected at the time. There was one negative aspect, transiting Saturn 135 to the progressed sun yesterday, but that was completely overridden by what I saw in the natal and the converse progressed chart. A hit like this, where there's just one aspect, it's usually good for maybe 2 to 3%. But if you can make 2 to 3% every day of the week during the trading days, 5 days a week, 250 a year, you'll be riding around in steaks and eating Cadillacs. So again, the world's only purple astrology book, financial astrology book anyway, Planetary Stock Trading 4, which includes everything in 1, 2, and 3. It's just got updated charts in it. And if you're interested in mundane astrology, there is Mastering Geopolitical Prediction, and that has its own channel on YouTube if you care to listen to that. Websites, BillMeridian.com, at which you can buy the books, AskJoapp.com, at which you can access the database online with the tools to analyze them. And once again, I mentioned the other YouTube channel. So once again, thank you for listening, and Starbucks reports after the close today. Bye-bye.